Welcome to this week's Today's Health and Wellness podcast. This is Ashley.
And I'm Brett. The Today's Health and Wellness podcast is a joint effort of the Central Ohio Health and Wellness magazine and Today's Health.
In each week's podcast, we spotlight health and wellness stories you'll find in the magazine, on Today's Health web pages, on our social media, as well as extras you'll hear in the weekly podcasts.
Thanks for subscribing and hitting the play button. Let's get started right after this. Hey, Ashley, we talk about the Central Ohio Health and Wellness magazine every week in our podcast, specifically all the locations around Central Ohio that the magazine is available for pickup. But there's another way to read the magazine, right?
That's right. Our magazine is available 24/7 on our website, ohiohealthandwellness.com. On the website, you can read the latest issue as well as go back in time to previous issues.
And what I like as well is your search button on the homepage.
That was an important part of building the website for our readers. You can type in any health topic in the search button, and all of the articles we have written and printed come up within seconds for you to read. The link to the website is in the podcast show notes. And connect with us on Facebook while you're online as well.
I can only imagine how fun it is to be a publisher during the holidays. All the great holiday-themed articles helping you get into the spirit of the season.
Absolutely, Brett. It really is. And when you say it that way, it makes me first think of the delicious recipe we have.
Yes.
We always have really good ones, but this month it's a Thanksgiving healthy harvest stuffing recipe.
Oh.
So it's really
Usually
good.
stuffing is pretty much low on the list of healthy.
I know.
That's good. That's a great alternative.
I know.
Good.
And one of the things that I love, but this is a really good one. I had it last year and it's really good.
Good.
This month also, we have a new addition to the magazine. Very interesting. Integrative hypnotherapy. The message is pretty much don't neglect yourself. So if you're having trouble with weight loss, stress, trouble sleeping, anxiety, too much wine, just to name a few.
During this time of year, maybe.
Right.
Yeah.
It's definitely a good read, and T.D. Hickerson leads that up, and definitely something to check out if you have something you're wanting to work on for yourself.
Right now is a good time to kind of kickstart those New Year's resolutions that you really are going to start in January, but why not do it now before the holidays kick in? That especially if it's the weight watching,
right,
healthier eating and such, why not get into kind of the practice or at least be cognizant of what you're doing?
Right. And
great
realize
article
that
with
there's
that.
something that you need to work on,
Right.
which we all probably have something we need to work on, but if there's something really that's giving you trouble.
Right.
So
and it gives
check
you
him out.
a few weeks before that official New Year's resolution to kind of really get in the gear of
yourself
it.
ready.
Right.
Yeah, so it's not such a shock
Exactly.
to the system.
Yeah.
We always talk about Sleep Outfitters. They give us some great content. Their article this month is Hibernation Situation. Why do some of us hibernate and some of us don't when we have this weather change?
That's 12 months a year for me.
Some people
It
just
doesn't have to
don't
be-
want to get out of
It
bed.
doesn't have to be the weather.
So that's always a good
Great.
read. Something else also this month that's really neat, talking about the holidays and all the shopping we've got to do. Raisin Rack has taken a spot in the middle of the publication to show all their specials for the month, which is nice. A lot of these recipes we have, Raisin Rack would be a great place to go get the ingredients.
Yeah,
we
holidays always bring out that creative cooking opportunities, and there are a few stores around Columbus that have the recipe pieces to put it together, and Raisin Rack is one of the places
really
that
do.
the hard to
And
find
healthy.
things and healthy, right?
Right.
On top of that,
Which
because
is
the healthier
great.
it is, the harder it is to find usually.
Totally.
So you have to really at those destination shops, and Raisin Rack is one of them. It's going to be there for
Right.
you. Yeah.
Absolutely. November is National Family Caregivers Month. There's 10 tips in there for family caregivers. It's also Bladder Health Month. There's a great article on what is overactive bladder. I think there's some, it's not a disease.
And nothing to really be made fun of either.
No,
you got it.
no,
You got it. Yeah.
And a lot of people do, it sounds like. 30% of men and 40% of women have symptoms of it. So that's a good read. And then also we highlighted a little earlier, it's Diabetes Month.
Right.
Great info on that. 1.4 million Americans are diagnosed with diabetes every year. So that
amazing.
narrows it down to 1 every 23 seconds. Definitely something we need to be aware of
Right.
and the symptoms.
Right. Especially walking into the holidays. I know we keep stressing that, but all those opportunities for the sweets and the additional sugar opportunities are there, and at least recognizing the signs of, why is that affecting me like that? Why am I feeling this way right now so fast and such?
And teaching our children about it. I mean, I've got a 10-year-old and
the juvenile
they love things. Well, I don't know, they all don't, but mine, she loves sweets. So you know how that goes.
It's a hard time of year to control that. And it's a good learning time, though, as well as like, yes, you can have some,
right?
Especially after Halloween. Just, of course,
absolutely.
We probably still have Halloween candy floating around. Maybe the stuff that's not that good,
right? There's a little there that you might do if you really want a sugar fix.
But it's that rationing out, and yes, you can, but we watching the clock and how much you eat.
Not every meal.
It's hard, right?
Of course, we would love to have a sweet after every meal, but we can't.
Exactly. Or at least make it a healthier sweet,
right?
Possibly. I mean, banana bread or something like that. There are opportunities out there, options, I should say, really.
Yes.
But it's just, being aware of them and testing it out and see if the kids like it or not, or your spouse likes it or your partner likes it. Just kind of work together at least, and it's a joint effort. Makes it a little bit easier.
Yes,
too.
Totally. Yeah. All kinds of fun things in the November publication. So definitely pick one up or go online at ohiohealthandwellness.com and check it out.
Sounds good. Thanks.
Thanks. Thanks again for listening to this week's Today's Health and Wellness podcast, brought to you by Central Ohio Health and Wellness Magazine and Today's Health. If you have a health and wellness segment you would like us to cover, send us an email. Our contact information is in the show notes.
And if you'd like more information about sponsoring our podcast, like Ashley just mentioned, our contact information is in the podcast notes. We look forward to hearing from you.
Circle270media.com